Okay, so let's say somebody wants to contest their value. They think the valuation that you sent them is wrong. They think their property's worth a lot less. Or they may think their property's worth a lot more.
Right.
I've had clients that actually done that, but let's say they think it's less. So what do they need to do?
Yeah, if you think your property value that we've sent you is too high, there's two processes you can follow through. The first one is simple. You call my office and you set up an appointment with our appraisal staff, and they'll just explain what I've just explained to you of how we did it, and look at your individual subdivision and say, in Crooked Tree subdivision, we had 20 sales, we were at a ratio of 75%, I'm making this number up, so we've got to increase your value by 15%. They'll explain that all to you. You can point out to them, well, my house has all these oddities, and you may be able to get your value adjusted. I don't recommend that if you don't have a lot of information. The other process is a formal process. It's called the Board of Revision. We accept Board of Revision complaints every year from January 1st to March 31st. Those are firm deadlines, January 1st, March 31st. State law requires that we stay within those guidelines. And what you would do is come in and submit evidence that our value is wrong. We get values wrong. We have 95,000 parcels of real estate in Warren County. We use averages, we use assumptions to try to value all of them. It would be impossible to do each one individually. By definition, anybody that's worked in statistics or averages, there has to be outliers. And if you happen to be one of those outliers, we welcome you. Come in, bring that information, and we'll look at that and adjust that value appropriately if the information is. One thing to remember, my job is to be as fair and equitable as possible. If I lower your value, by definition, I am raising everyone else's taxes. I don't take that lightly. So anybody that comes in and shows their value must bring in good evidence to show that we have the value wrong. I have no problem admitting that I'm wrong when we are, but you do have to provide evidence. What I ask everyone to do is twofold. First, sit down with your spouse, sit down with whoever you make decisions with, and say, what would I sell my house for? If we were going to list it on the market for a reasonable 60, 90 days, what would I get for my house? What would I accept? And if that number is what we sent you, or it's something higher than that, then I understand not liking that your value increased, but to be frank, you're stuck with your value. If on the other hand, you do that analysis and you say, I think I get a lot less. Matt's got it valued at $250. I don't think I get more than $2.25 for this property. Then we need to have that discussion. And what I strongly recommend you do is talk to one of your local realtors. This is what realtors do for a living. They're experts at it. And get them to go through and give you some comps to what they think they would sell your house for. Realtors have no interest in what the tax dollar's in. They simply have an interest in what the actual value, what your sale price would be. We have great realtors in Warren County, and they'd be happy to do that for you for free, often with the hope of getting your business in the future. So I encourage you to go to them and see what they say your house would be. If you come in with a legitimate realtor's assessment telling us that we've got your property way overvalued, I guarantee that we're going to sit down and look at that and in most cases make adjustments to it. The auditor's office can be contacted literally any time of the day. You can do so during working hours at our office line 695-1235. Visit our website wcauditor.org. You can email us. My email is mnolan, Nolan, at wcauditor.org. Or you can call me directly. If you want to call outside of office hours, my cell phone number, you can always call me 267-6843. The people of the auditor's office, and myself especially, we work for the people of Warren County. That's who we're employed by. That's who we answer to. So we can be reached anytime. You can call me. I'm your employee. So call me 267-6843. I'd be happy to answer your questions, any concerns that you have about property values or property taxes.